I love the digital perm.
Yeah, you're into it?
I do, yeah.
I'm so shocked.
I couldn't see it properly there in the dark, but I can see it now. It's done a cracking job.
Right? Okay, so Takeo Suzuki, my hairdresser in New York, I love you. He comes to LA once a month at Roommate Salon, which is his LA-based salon. But yeah, once I learned that a digital perm works on East Asian hair, I was like, this is the thing.
First I've heard of it, and I'm going to take it back to Australia.
You're going to evangelize the digital perm in Aussie land.
The first salon to do it in Melbourne is going to be our salon.
How is it different than like a traditional perm?
So it's a different perm chemical that they use. And so it's like a traditional perm, they usually call it like a cold perm. And then they, those like old school images of a lady sitting in a
like
chair.
A granny chair,
and it's rotating over her head.
Does it take the same amount of time?
It takes me about 3 hours to do.
So it takes
it's about the same amount of time?
Yeah.
Welcome to BroJob, the beauty podcast that's more than skin deep. We're the only podcast to make you hotter and smarter.
Joey, you are a hairstylist yourself, aren't you?
I sure am, yep. Been hairdressing now for just on 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, 30 years?
30
How old
years.
are you?
45. So
okay.
At the age of 15, actually 14, I got into hairdressing, and 15 started the apprenticeship.
No way.
Yeah.
So you knew that early?
No, I didn't know that early at all. I was a high school dropout, so I wasn't the brightest kid at school. School for me was hanging out with your mates and having fun, and got in a bit of trouble at school, and the teacher said, you've got to find yourself a job. And I said, okay, so what can I do? So I tried a few different jobs along the way, went out and did some plastering, so working out on job sites, out in the rain and cold. It wasn't for me. And I spoke to my father, and my father was the one who said to me, why don't you give hairdressing a go? I love hairdressing. I said, why not? I'll give it a go. He goes, you get to work indoors, you get to meet women. And I thought, this is the job for me. I was a young 15-year-old male looking for a good job, and that's how I fell into it. So I didn't know much about hairdressing at all at the time. So I went into a mate's father had a salon, and he said, come try it out. So I went in there and started working on Saturdays, and loved it from day one.
Amazing. So it's got air conditioning, it's got the babes, a lot of initial appeal. Just curious, like I know for at least Americans, Australia kind of seems like the wild, wild west sometimes. Do they have child labor laws? Can you work at
you have to
age?
be 14 and 9 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you made it. You're
I just made it sort of, to be honest, I worked in a couple other jobs. I used to work at the football, which are American football. We've got Aussie football, and I used to walk around with a box selling drinks, chips, lollies, chocolate bars and peanuts. So I used to walk around the stadium selling that as a young kid. That was probably child labor. I was only 13 and 14. But then I had to get a real job, and that's where hairdressing was where it all started.
All thanks to Dad.
Correct, yeah. My father was like, give hairdressing a go, and I thought, why not? And here we are 30 years later and still going strong.
So we know that you started as a hairdresser, and then you went into opening your own salons, and then opening your own school, and then now selling product. Kind of just walk us through that journey of building a hair empire.
Well, I mean, it started off just as, for me, it was a job at the start. Obviously, I started, cutting hair, and then from there just continued to evolve. From there I started doing some of the hair awards and started doing well in the hair awards, and I had the opportunity to win Australian Hairdresser of the Year a few times. 4 times, and then that started to build the brand Joey Scandizzo, and it just kept evolving, one thing after another. We opened our first salon, then we opened up some barber stores, then we opened up a hair school, and then there was a gap. I thought there's a gap in the marketplace for hair products, but at the time I was working for so many different brands out in the marketplace, doing shows for them, education, traveling the globe. We saw there was a gap in the market, and I thought, now's our opportunity to have a crack at products. And I was a go-getter, and still am today. I'm always giving everything a crack, and I try to give everything a go. And in 2011, and created the brand 11 Australia.
Wow. So you guys have been running for 14 years now.
14 years, yeah. So the first year was all about getting the brand together. We had these great ideas and ambitions about this brand, and it was always going to for us, we started with one product, which was the Miracle Hair Treatment, which is our number one selling product still to this day. And we were just going to be this brand that was just here in Oz, and then from there it just evolved.
We're going to do a little segment here called Tool Time, aka what the fuck is this? And basically, we're going to show you a beauty tool that is very common amongst us women. And you have to tell us what it is and what it does.
Okay, hair tool or beauty tool?
We will see.
Oh, good luck.
All right, Joey. What the fuck is this?
I know that. That's a nail UV light.
Okay,
Bingo.
there we go.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, because I've worked in many salons and traveled and educated in many salons, and sometimes salons have got the nail part to it.
Yeah.
And I've seen that, and I haven't personally put my fingers in there yet, but I've seen them.
All right, Joey, want to know.
Step it up a little. Ready?
I'm ready.
Joey, what the fuck is this?
All right. Is that the soy sauce where you put the sushi for the sushi, the soy sauce? I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. Or it looks like one of those things my kids have got where they blow it up and you sit on it and it makes a fart noise. It's not one of those.
I love the creativity here.
But it's a beauty tool. I've got no idea what that is. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. I've got no idea. What is it? Tell me.
Okay, so it's a hard one. It's definitely a stumper. It is a lip plumping tool. So essentially, you see this fish right here. It's shaped like a fish, and the mouth of the fish is a suction cup. That girls put the suction cup on their lip so that it squeezes them, basically restricts blood flow or creates blood flow, and then the lips become super plump temporarily.
Wow. Well, let me tell you a story. My wife rang me last night. She played tennis yesterday and the tennis ball hit her on the lip, right? So half of her lip she looks like it's swollen. She's had her lips done. So I might need to take one of those for the other side of the lip to straighten it out now. So I've got something for her to take home if I find one.
There we go. We have a gift.
She's like, well, I can't walk around with my lip blown up. So there you go.
Wait, the poor thing.
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah, that sounds painful.
Yeah. She reckons it bounced up. She missed it. It's hit her right in the mouth on the left-hand side. And she's like, she was freaking out. She had to go to school, pick up with all the mums, and she was worried. So I will show her one of those, and that could fix the problem.
Balance things out.
There you go. Good. See, that's why it's worth traveling the world. You can find anything.
This one, I think you might be able to get.
This one's more of a softball. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What is this?
That looks like a hairband or something. You put on your hair to keep your hair back, or...
Are you not on TikTok, Joey?
I'm not on TikTok. I'm an Instagram oldie who's sticking to one thing. I find if I've got too many distractions in life, like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, social media things, I've strict myself to one thing, which is for me is Instagram, and I don't follow too many people. I cut it at 200.
That's fair.
No, I don't know what that thing is.
All right.
Or is it a straw?
No, this is a heat. Again,
beauty.
You know what? Bonus points for creativity.
Yeah.
It's not a soy sauce holder. It's not a straw. Are you hungry?
I'm thirsty.
But this is a heatless hair curler. So that's why we thought you might know it. But like, it's basically like kind of like a pool noodle that
Julia
women
loves these.
I use it because it's like a heatless alternative to overnight curls. So you wrap your hair in
I've
this.
seen them. Yes, I know what they are. Yeah. You put it in. It's like a foam.
Yeah.
I've seen different ones, but I didn't know what the two bits on the side were.
So those are scrunchies. So you just kind of like, so you can tie the hair at the end so it doesn't fall off.
Yeah, because I've seen them different. I've seen them without those two bits on it, and you twist it in and you sleep in it overnight.
How about what is this?
That's got to be for nails.
It looks very similar to that, but these are actually esthetician tools. These are comedone extractors.
No idea what that means.
So basically, like if you have a zit or a blackhead, an esthetician is going to use these because these are like stainless steel, like surgical grade instruments. And
so you don't use one of your staff members who normally just sort of pick them out. And like I see the girls at the back of the salon, they thrive on picking out blackheads and pimples, and I can't stand that. So maybe I'll need to get a set of those for the back of the salon.
Like a little more sanitary.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
There's like some estheticians who believe that doing it with your fingers is less trauma to the skin, so it's like safer, so you're not going to hurt the skin as much. And then some folks think that these tools are more sanitary because it's stainless steel and you can clean. So there's just like different camps of people of how they like to do it.
Do you find women love popping blackheads.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's like the girls. You see someone walk past, and they all run to want to hack at someone's face or back. I'm like, I can't stand it.
But there's literally a show in America called Dr. Pimple Popper. And it's this dermatologist woman, and she invites people from all over the world to come and see her who have like extreme skin conditions, and she'll pop that pimple or like get rid of that wart or whatever. But people love that kind of like gross like skin stuff.
Her show is intense though. It's like these cysts that are the size of like an apple on someone's back, and she lances it and then like oozes out all the goo.
Yeah,
and
that's not for me.
It's nasty.
Let's do one more.
Last one.
Yeah.
How many have I got so far? One. The first one.
Yeah.
Got off to a fly and then fell apart.
Started
Let's
so
end well.
strong.
Come on, we've got to get one more.
You got this. Ready?
All right, Joey, what is this?
I think this is for the eyebrows to clean up underneath, to shape the eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
I got it.
It's like a women's facial razor.
Yeah, like a razor. Yeah, I've seen that before.
All right, so we like.
My wife doesn't have
bookended
much facial hair though, so maybe I've seen it somewhere else, but I haven't seen that in our own bathroom.
Okay.
But I've seen it out in the
It's
field.
a thing.
It is a thing.
Yeah.
From the 250 people you follow
Exactly.
on
One
Instagram.
of my followers on Instagram must use that.
So good. 2 out of 5. Not too
There you
bad.
go.
Not too bad. So we are going to run through a couple of trends and just kind of get your professional expertise. But the first one is we've been seeing this recent trend, especially in the States. They're calling it like the skinification of hair, really just taking more advanced ingredients, more like kind of sciencey jargon and applying it to hair. What's your take on this?
I agree with it 100%. Like your skin and your scalp are the same thing. Their skin, you need to keep it cleaned, you need to hydrate, you need to moisturize, and you need to look after your scalp, which is one of the most important parts of your hair.
I mean, we also think the same thing. Scalp is skin.
Exactly.
And like there are some folks out there, including ourselves, who think of like the scalp almost as like an extension of the T-zone.
100%. It's an extension. So you need to look after, you need to care for it and use the right products to look after and the right ingredients as well.
What do you think is a hair trend that you think should never make a comeback?
Never make a comeback. Well, at the moment, there's a trend which is big in Australia. I don't know about here, but have you heard of the mullet?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're Billy Ray Cyrus. There's plenty of people who've had it. So it's come back in Australia, but it needs to go quick. So I don't mind it coming back for a little bit, and you see a little bit of it around, but it's time to get it out of trend. It's been, let it go. Yeah, and it doesn't suit many people.
No, it does not.
It was having a moment though in America, big time. Like all these guys were walking around with mullets and mustaches.
Yeah.
Like that specific combination.
I don't mind the mustache.
The mustache is great. The mullet mustache combo.
But yeah,
it's like
taking
you're
a bit too
doubling
far.
down.
Yeah.
The only one that I'm not okay with is like a rat tail. Like there are a few men who can handle a mullet. Most cannot, so please don't try it. But a rat tail thing where I'm like, that is a major turn off for me.
What happens in Australia is a lot of the football players have these haircuts, right? And all the kids and all the young people start following that trend. And some of them got some terrible haircuts, and these young kids think they're cool. I'm like, oh, guys, come on, we can do better than that.
Yeah. PSA to all the young kids in Australia.
So what is like the kind of craziest request you've ever gotten from a client in terms of what they wanted for their hair?
You get a lot of people who want, lines and names and engraved in their hair. Or we had a guy come in this year for the Australian Open, the tennis. He wanted his head shaved and like a tennis ball, bright green with the white line through it and shaved through it. So we've had a lot of weird stuff, but people who get that graphic work on their hair and names, wives' names, girlfriends' names engraved in their hair is probably, we've seen a bit of that, and it's probably,
do you do
bit
it?
crazy for me.
If they ask you to,
I give it a crack. I don't mind doing anything. It's you try and tell someone if it's not going to look cool. It's like maybe stay away from that. But if someone desperately wants something, we'll give it a crack.
How about what's a hair myth that you wish people would just stop believing?
Probably not using conditioner. So a lot of people say, I don't use conditioner because it flattens my hair, it makes my hair fluffy. You need to use conditioner because obviously shampoo cleanses the hair and conditioner closes the cuticle and conditions the hair. And to be honest, if you don't use conditioner, it's probably going to make your hair fluffier anyway. So the myth of that it makes my hair fluffier or it weighs it down is wrong. It's important to use the right shampoo and the right conditioner prescribed to you that will work. So if you get the right prescription, you've got no dramas.
So I have a follow-up question. And because this is something like I debate with my husband about, but like I always tell him that his hair is too short for conditioner. Is that a thing?
Not too short. You definitely need, because shampoo opens the cuticle. When you shampoo, it cleanses the hair. It opens the cuticle. You actually need to close the cuticle, and that's what conditioner does.
Let's get skin deep and talk about your skin, Joey. So what was your skin like as a kid, and what was your relationship like with your skin growing up?
I was pretty lucky. I grew up and had great skin. My brother, on the other hand, had terrible skin. He had a lot of pimples, he had acne, and he tried medication and stuff, but he used to, it's pretty terrible, but he used to use paint stripper thinners. And he used to dab it on his pimples, and that's what how he'd get rid of his pimples. But he reckons he used to dry it out. And I'm like, what? It is, trust me, paint stripper, or it's called thinners. He used to dab that on his pimples because he had terrible skin. He's got great skin now, and it worked for him. And I'm like, what are you using? So, and I was lucky, on the other hand, where I had great skin. So I rarely had a pimple as a kid. So
Wait, jaw hurts from being open this long?
Wait,
paint thinner?
We need to talk to your brother.
Which used to dry it out. I'm like, what are you using?
Where did he learn this from?
Wasn't TikTok, because back then there was no TikTok. So I don't know how he worked this out, but I remember used to watching him do it. And I'm like, what are you doing? But it worked. Because he tried all these creams and it was never working. And for him, it was a thing. I'm not telling anyone to go buy some paint stripper and put that on your face, because I think now this is 30 years on or 35 years on. There's probably better medicines out there and creams that can help you. But back then, paint thinner. There's one for you.
Oh my God! I mean, it's an astringent.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know. I think it's gonna fuck up your skin barrier.
Does
I thought it would dry it out. Like, that must dry your skin out.
I feel like that just can't be good for you, like long term.
He's healthy. He's nearly 50, and he's got 2 beautiful daughters. And
amazing.
But he just had bad skin as a kid.
So I feel like this is a really good kind of like segue into our next segment that we call our roast and boast, where basically we're going to go through the products that you use.
Okay.
And, with our background, we do a lot of kind of deep diving into ingredients, how they're used, what you hope to get from them. So we did a little research into the couple of products that you mentioned. You want to hear our thoughts?
Let's go.
All right.
Okay, so Joey, you have, how do I put this? A very minimalist skincare routine.
Very minimalist.
You only sent us 2 skincare products.
That's all I use.
Okay, all right. Let's jump into this.
Maybe I didn't put a sun cream in there, but I use a sun cream every now and again, or an oil to get tan, to just get that bit more of a glow.
Okay, we're gonna
one thing at a time.
Yeah.
One thing at a time.
All right. For step 1, you did send us the Human Race Rice Powder Cleanser, which retails for $36. So how often do you use this?
It depends when we're filming, we're on set, and someone's put makeup on my face, or if I've played I'm active playing a sport and there's mud and dirt around, I'll use it to cleanse. But most of the time, I run every morning. And I surf a fair bit, so I'm in the salt water. So I tend to find that, come home, have a nice shower, rinse. I use my body wash all over my body. But on my face, I tend to stay away from putting body scrubs on my face.
What about how do you wash your face in the morning or at night?
I don't wash it. Just water. Cold water and warm water. And I've done this for 40 years, 45 years. I don't say I never use a soap. Like, I probably would use it once a week at best. I mean, have a look. Is it look that bad, my skin?
No, I mean, your skin looks pretty good.
It's shockingly good for the routine that you sent us.
Yes, but also, we'll dive into this a little bit later. You mentioned being really blessed with good skin, right? And that is definitely a thing. Genes play a huge part into the appearance of our skin. But at a certain point, our genes are not as helpful anymore because of things like sun damage. And you, Joey, happen to live in the place with the strongest UV index in the world.
I am in the sun every morning. I do 10 kilometers run every day. So I'm in the sun that whole time. I'm in the surf a fair bit. I use a sun cream every now and again when it's super hot, but I call it the Italian leather. It's got Italian skin that just bronzes up, and for me, it stays healthy. Probably aging a bit as I'm getting older, but...
So I know your wife is like a skincare guru and, product girl. one of us, simpatico, okay? But does she try and like push product
all
onto
the time.
you? Okay.
So when it comes to Father's Day and my birthday and Christmas and all that, there's always a gift and there's always a face product on the side. And I keep saying, don't buy this stuff because I'm not going to use it. So it just sits there. And then every now and again, I'll pull it out and I'll use it.
So hear us out here, because we do really like that exfoliating cleanser. I think that is a boast from us in terms of using it as an exfoliant. Now, I hear you on not wanting to wash your face too much because it can get dry. Makes sense. You're also in the elements a lot. So that also is a good vibe check there.
I find the salt water cleanses my face as well in the ocean. No. Okay. Well, I'm just saying.
But I won't push you too hard on that, because again, a lot of this comes down to like, what are you actually willing to do in a skincare routine? And some people only want like two steps, and some people want 12 steps. It's all about personality. And clearly, Joey, you are not 12 steps, so we are not going there.
One, max 2 steps.
Max 2. Okay. But if we could recommend one thing, is you don't need to wash your face every morning, but we do recommend washing your face at night with a cleanser. Even though if you don't think you're creating a lot of buildup, there's sweat buildup, there is grime buildup, there is oxidative damage from pollution, from the air. There are things that we actually can't see with the naked eye that can create aging and also expedites kind of like the leathering of your skin as you grow older. So if there were one time to wash your face, it would be nighttime, please. There's 2 different kinds of products you could use in lieu of this. And I say this for guys who are the most difficult to convince to use product. I don't recommend this for everyone, but for you, 2 things. 1, you could either use something like a micellar water, which basically is a cleansing water that you put on a little cotton pad and you just wipe
My
off
wife
your
uses
face.
those.
So that's one thing.
Yeah.
Or if we don't even want to wipe, we want to make this even simpler, you use a hypochlorous acid.
Do you know what I find with those wipes though? Because I've done that sometimes. You know when the wipes, the cloth gets stuck on your beard and then you
And
peel
that's
all
why,
that off.
exactly.
And that's what I find annoying about that one.
So don't use the micellar water. Use the hypochlorous acid spray.
Right.
This is very common with surfers.
Okay.
Actually, fun fact here, we're going to recommend the Tower 28 hypochlorous acid spray.
So we just spray it on and leave it on, or you've got to rinse it off?
You spray it on, you leave it on. So
Well, you go. That's more me.
yeah, and
Quick, easy.
Easy. You
That's
come out
what
of the
we
shower,
want.
spray, you're good to go. So hypochlorous acid, actually, it smells like chlorine. It is a type of like salt that our body naturally produces within our skin. Amy Liu, who founded Tower 28, the reason why she actually created her spray was because a friend of hers who was a surfer came out of the ocean from surfing, took off his wetsuit, sprayed himself down, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't want to get rash." And this spray helps to kill a lot of the bacteria that stays on her skin in a very like gentle and effective way. And so then she created the hypochlorous acid spray for Tower 28, which is like now touted for like sensitive skin, people who have like dermatitis, eczema. It's really, really gentle and safe. And I use it every time I fly.
Yeah.
So when I'm on a plane and there's recycled air and I don't want to break out, I spray my face with it. I'm good to go.
There you go.
So that was like a lot of information for your first product. One more to review. It's your Aesop moisturizer. So you say you use this every day.
Every day.
Good. Morning and night, or just one
Morning and
time?
night. So as soon as I get out of the shower, towel dry, and I slap that on, I actually use a fair bit of that.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I use that all the time. So face moisturizer and body moisturizer, I use for years. I've always used that. I just find it just keeps my skin and body hydrated.
Oh, thank God. At least you're moisturizing your face.
Yeah. No, always do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
So that's a boast for us that you're actually using a moisturizer day and night, because not every guy is doing it both times. Yeah.
I slap that on and love it.
Good.
So I guess like our follow-up question there is like, if you're okay with like wearing a face moisturizer, why don't you wear a face sunscreen every day?
A sunscreen? I actually like to tan. So I like to get a glow. So sometimes I find if I wear a sunscreen, it defeats the purpose and then I lose the color.
I get that. I feel you, because I also like a good tan, because I tan pretty easily, but
So
I
do
also freckle really easily.
Freckles look good though.
Thank you. But they're growing. They're spreading like a monster on my face sometimes. But that is a little bit of a myth that like you can't tan with sunscreen, because sunscreen doesn't block out all the UV rays. You're still letting a certain percentage of the sun hit your skin, and that's how you're absorbing vitamin D, and that's how you're getting your color. The main reason why you want to use a sunscreen, it prevents UV damage that causes premature aging. So like that's like the wrinkling. That's the ugly sunspots. That's like the damage to your cells' DNA so that they don't function well anymore.
Yeah.
And so like we do recommend still using a sunscreen on your face because it sounds like you're active and you're outside enough that you're probably still going to get color. And if you have Italian skin, I know Italians always tan.
We do. It's a benefit of being Italian.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, so we do have a recommendation for you. And since you're Australian, it's an Australian brand, but it is the ultraviolet sunscreen. It is actually the one called their Supreme Screen, which is going to retail, at least in the United States, for about $36, but it's going to be a really nice option. It's super good for outdoor activity and just like a good staple to incorporate into your like just day to day.
I'll give that a go.
Yeah.
I've got some friends I've got a friend who's got Bondi Sands, which is another Aussie brand.
Yeah.
Another friend who's got Sunday, which have just brought out a UV protector as well. So sun cream I don't mind using on super hot days if you're laying out in the sun, especially my lips. I play a lot of sports, so my lips can burn. So I use always a SPF lip balm. We have one at 11 Australia as well.
Oh, you make one?
We do, yeah.
Oh,
we have a lip balm. So I tend to use that as well.
All right, Joey, I think we gave you a hard enough time with the roast and boast. So
sweating.
let's get back to something that we know you love talking about, 11. So you gave us kind of your rundown of all of the products that you use. And we just wanted to kind of get the story behind them and also get some advice for our listeners here of like how they can incorporate them into their own routines. So for the first one that you mentioned, it is the Deep Clean Clarifying Shampoo.
So I use that because that removes excess oils in the hair. Obviously, I'm quite active. I'm out in the surf. So obviously, that just removes any excess oils, and it's a great shampoo for me.
How often do you shampoo your hair?
Not often, once a week normally.
Once a week?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I prefer my hair to have that natural oils in there sometimes, but I sort of shampoo my hair once, sometimes twice a week, and condition as well.
So even given how active you are, you're only doing it once a week?
Yeah.
And the rest of the time it's just water?
Yeah, rinse it every morning. So I'm in the salt, because I actually like the salt so I use sea salt spray as well, which gives me that beachy texture I'm looking for. But I try not to wash it every single day. Yeah.
How often would you recommend a girl wash her hair?
Most days, every day, every second day at best, yeah.
Wait, why is it that? So you're doing it purely for texture reasons?
I like texture and grit in my hair. So I like to have that gritty texture, which you can still use product to create that. But for me, it's just about time. But I actually really like natural textures in the hair. And I just enhance it by using our sea salt, which gives me that really beachy texture. I use our Miracle hair treatment as well, which gives me my hair 11 benefits. But for women who like the hair to be blow waved and styled, I prefer to work on a clean canvas all the time. So shampoo, condition, and then use the right styling product or foundation product.
You know, that makes me feel better because I really like washing my hair. And I always have so many people tell me like, you should wash your hair less. But I'm like, if you want to style it, it's so much easier when it's a clean base.
100%, yeah. When we had a day yesterday working with different beauty editors, and you could see someone who had clean hair, was so much easier to work with. When you've got a lot of texture and build up of product, it's a bit harder to create the look you're looking for. So it is always most important to start on a clean canvas, and clean, healthy hair is always the best.
And then so one product we are dying to know more about is this Miracle leave-in treatment. So I didn't realize that it was like that you founded it in 2011. 11 benefits. Walk us through this one.
Yeah, well, this is our foundation product. Our hero product is still our number one selling product today. We created this product just for ease. We wanted a product that could do so many things in one go. Like you were saying earlier, you don't want have to cleanse and wash and this and that for your face. Everyone's time poor. So we created this product which just went viral, and everybody wanted it, and everyone who used it continues to use it still today. So for us, this was a unique product which came to the market and still just does so well.
And so how do you use it?
It's quite simple. After you shampoo or condition your hair, you apply it to wet or damp hair, and then you either let your hair dry naturally or you can blow wave it into your hair. So it's really lightweight, gives you volume, gives you a shine. It's got UV protectors, UVA. There's so many different benefits in this product that your hair is just going to love.
Okay, wait. So I do think it's funny that there is UV protection in the Miracle treatment, but you don't always want to put SPF on your face.
My hair's more important. I think hair is more important than my face. But I think for everyone out there, especially for colour fade, it locks in colour fade. There's so many different benefits in this product which your hair's going to love. So there's something in there for everyone. So we say for this product, lady, man, or whoever it is can use this product.
Interesting. What are some of those Australian ingredients?
There's desert lime, wattle seed, quandon.
What's that?
These ingredients are all make your hair feel more conditioned and feel healthier as well, look healthier as well. So there's some great native ingredients in these products that most people wouldn't even know about.
How about the sea salt texture spray? Because you've been talking about that a lot. And I know I love body and hair, but I've yet to find a sea salt texture spray that works with my hair. You know what I mean?
You've got the perfect hair now. You've had your digital perm.
Yeah,
it's got texture. So sea salt spray gives you a nice coat to the hair, right? It gives you that grit, gives you that texture without the crunch. So you still want it to feel nice and soft and textured, but you don't want it to be too gritty and salty where you can't put your hands through it, you can't blow dry. So the thing with the 11 Australia one is you can still go in and blow dry the hair. Still gives you that movement, that texture, but it's not too gritty and too salty. So obviously we're talking about ingredients which are unique to Australia. Like we said, desert lime, quandon, and we've got a couple of what we call ingredients in some of our goods from Australia that we want you guys to try. So there's a couple of things here. We've got a bag of goodies which are unique to us in Australia, which if you want to give them a go, so we've got one bag's got one thing. So these aren't face or body scrub. These are actually ingestibles, food. You can actually eat these.
Oh.
So who wants to try one and who wants to try? One's sweet and one's a bit more savory. So have we got a sweet tooth or more of a savory person?
You pick. Would you like sweet or savory?
I'll go sweet.
You want sweet? Okay, then I'll take savory.
You've done well.
I guess I'll take savory.
Okay, so let's open up. So you've probably heard of these. So one of them, which is unique to Australia, is called a Tim Tam. Have you heard of a Tim Tam?
I love Tim Tams.
And have you guys heard of Vegemite?
I also love Vegemite.
Oh, you love Vegemite? Oh, there
I
you
do,
go.
yeah. I like Marmite. I like Vegemite. I like all the pungent things.
I did get the Tim Tam bag.
Oh, cute. Wait, what did I get?
Cute.
Let's see.
So I don't know if you want to try them. You might need a spoon for that.
Vegemite.
Have you tried Vegemite with it just on its own?
Toast. I do it on toast.
Toast, okay.
Yeah.
So have you tried Vegemite?
I have.
Do you like
Are you
it?
sure?
I remember. I went to.
Maybe we swap it. Maybe you try the Vegemite because you're used to it and you love it.
No. I spent a couple weeks in Australia once, so we definitely got the whole experience. But I remember it's distinctive. It is memorable.
It's distinctive.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you want to, maybe you try the Vegemite. You can try the Tim Tam.
Tim Tams,
We normally. I don't know if you've done a Tim Tam slam before. Have you done one of that? Do you know what that is?
No, tell us.
So it's a technique we call back in Australia where you bite both corners of the Tim Tam. So you bite a top corner and a bottom corner.
Uh-huh.
You put it in your tea, your coffee, or your hot chocolate, and then you suck it up. So it's like a straw, and you suck all the liquid through the Tim Tam, and then you put it in your mouth and eat it together as one whole thing.
Okay.
I think we have to do that after.
I think so. It's like
you can do it now or you can film it later or whatever's easier. But the Vegemite, much better on toast. But to eat it raw is always, it's good to see the expression you get after tasting Vegemite.
Let's smell it. I want Julia to smell it.
I've smelled it. I've been to Australia. I remember. Okay.
Ready?
Yes, I remember. I know what it's gonna smell like, you guys. Delicious.
It smells like cat food.
No.
It straight up smells like cat food.
I mean,
know
it's
that.
just like is it fermented?
Yeah, I think it is.
Like fermented
it
beans?
is. It's just one thing we've all grown up on as kids is Vegemite. And then people use it on their face, on their skin. And as like I've seen TikTokers use this as treatments, but I suggest it's only good on toast and
Concentrated yeast extract.
Okay.
Yeast.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Interesting. So,
Well,
do
thank you.
Australians actually eat Vegemite every day?
Most days, yeah. Most people eat it for breakfast on toast. It's an acquired taste.
It is.
So you're either a Nutella fan or a Vegemite fan. You know what Nutella is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
So because of an Italian background, I'm a huge Nutella fan, but I do like Vegemite.
Yeah.
But Tim Tams, favourite.
So
Our
good.
kids love it. We love it. We constantly have these in the fridge, keep them nice and cold. But when you suck up the milk through the cup into the Tim Tam, slam it, is a must.
All right, so we're gonna get into that for sure. Yeah?
I'm down.
Yeah, we'll go to Erewhon, get some like coconut milk, soy milk, every
we're going
milk
after this.
alternative, do a little combo.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. Before we wrap it up, we're going to do our rapid fire segment with you.
Yep.
Are you game?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
All right.
All right, so this game is called Hit It or Quit It, and we're gonna give you a trend, and you just give us your honest opinion.
So hit it means I'm into it.
Yes.
And what was the other one? Quit it.
Quit it.
Means I'm out. Okay. Let's go.
Well, so the first one, we kind of know this. We went over this, but mullets.
Quit it.
How about fake freckles?
I like fake, so hit it. I like them.
What about spray tans?
Quit it.
You're a tan purist?
Yeah, natural.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there are tans out there that can look natural. So if you can make it look, but I've seen staff come into our salon with the orange and the nails and the hands, and I'm like, oh, quit it.
How about labubus?
Labubus.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what they are.
You don't know what a labubu is,
Oh, actually, are they those little dolls?
Yeah, the ugly
sorry,
doll.
yes, I do know what they are. No, I do. Sorry.
I was like, I know you're not on
My
TikTok.
son had came home with one the other day.
Really?
Yes, one of his mates from school got him one or something.
Oh, that's a nice
That's a
gift.
nice gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, quit it.
What about micro bangs?
On the right person, on the right face shape, hit it.
Could I pull off micro bangs?
Microbang, probably not. Not. You could. It's just you've got a cowlick which I can see pushes over to one side.
Yeah.
So it'll just be maintaining a micro fringe might be a bit hard.
Okay. I mean,
But a nice soft frame fringe could look, or bang could look beautiful. We call them fringes, you call them bangs.
do.
Yeah, but
Okay.
micro bangs on the right face shape can look super cool on the right face shape.
I mean, I had to ask.
Yeah.
But I've had the same haircut since I was like 10 years old. I kid you not. It's like you go through all my yearbook photos. It's always been long, straight down the middle.
You could definitely get away with some face framing, some
Yeah?
shorter, bang
too.
with a bit of
Okay,
movement
join the
and
bang club.
texture. Because I love how you've got texture in your hair and movement. That's natural texture or is that blow wave?
This is my real hair, air dried.
Air dried, great. Yeah, and you can enhance that a bit more if you wanted. You could use like a sea salt just to give it that bit more texture. Just using a bit more product can enhance a bit more bends, or you could use a tool just to create just that little bit more of that bend through your hair.
Okay. I feel like you must walk by everybody or like people with hair, like they're
It's the first thing you notice.
with like they're chunks of marble,
Yeah.
right? Like how can you like get the art out of the marble, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That
Like
makes sense.
when you meet someone, the first thing you automatically, it's just natural, is you look at their hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most of the time, depends on the. But yeah, you notice their hair, and then sometimes while you're sitting there having a conversation, what could I do to their hair? I could do this. I could try and do that, and it just becomes a natural thing. You know, you want to. Like when I saw you, the first thing I said when I saw you was like, I love the texture of your hair, and you said, you've had the digital perm. Oh wow,
I think I got to go through like the line of 11 products, see what works for me,
Yes.
and then maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, texture, a bit of movement. So you can use
There we
on body
go.
texture spray. I can use the foam to give you a volume. I've got a sea salt spray. There's so many different products you could use to create different looks and different textures in your hair without having to have a perm done.
No, that's good because I'm such a chicken. Like I've never even colored my hair. So I've never colored it. I've never like permed it. I've never had it like above here.
You could definitely go, just on as a lob on the
God.
shoulder, and then you'll get nice body and volume and texture. And you could style it in different ways, but
Okay.
you could get away. One day you could do Velcro rollers and get heaps of body, or you can keep it smooth, or you can put a bend in it. You can wear it quite. No, there's so many different things you can do. When it's super long,
It's hard.
it's hard because
It's
it
like a
weighs it
blanket. It's
down.
like a sheet.
And then you
Yeah.
can tell you've got enough. You've got thick hair.
No,
No, it's fine.
it's pretty fine.
Fine, yeah.
It's just long.
I mean, whenever I feel like I want to get a little crazy, I just buy a wig. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like
That's an
my
option.
workaround.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Joey, you got to know one thing about Julia. She's got this fixation about if anybody tells her to cut her hair, that's a bad sign because her mother once gave her a piece of advice. We talked about this once on Big Sister Advice. But
Oh my God. Yeah. She would always tell me when I was younger, because I had this like long hair. And she would tell me, Julia, if anyone ever tells you to cut your hair, that means they hate you.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
Yeah. Cause like, you know, there'd be the girl that'd be like, oh, you look so good with a pixie cut. Like just like chop off all this hair. So I don't know. I'm working on that relationship with my hair, but you know, we'll just throw in a few new products before.
I don't think pixie cut's the way to go, but I think like a longer bob, that length lower would definitely work, but definitely face framing could really change your shape.
Okay.
It'll make a big difference and it's a quick, easy thing to do.
Okay. I always like forget that hair does grow back. So
Yeah.
Well, it does.
No, seriously. Like we've talked about, so like Julia's always had virgin hair. My hair has gone through the ringer, as you told you, Joey.
Yeah.
Like I've bleached it. It's been silver, blue, purple, green, pink.
She's
brown.
done it.
Yeah. And it's
your turn.
No, truly, it'll grow back.
oh my God, you guys just let me stick with my Amazon wigs. Okay.
Those work too. Before we wrap up, we're curious to know, has your view on skincare changed after having this conversation with us?
I've already thought as soon as I walk out of here, I'm going to jump straight onto Amazon and start ordering some skincare. Look, my wife has been hounding me about this all the time. She's always like, you've got to, use this cleanser or use that cleanser, and she buys me stuff all the time. So first of all, I'm going to go back home and pull them all out of the cupboard and start to try cleansing my face. That's going to be my first step because I moisturize all the time. So this has been great. It's been a great push to go, hey, you need to do this.
And now I feel the push.
Because I've tried to push.
I feel the push too.
Exactly. Yeah. Try some products. Try some different things because it's so easy to get in your routine like me. You get stuck in a way. This is what I use. And for men, we hardly change our routine. We stick to something, and if it works, we stick to it, right? Mm-hmm. But for you guys, you try different things, and it's important to try and change, whether it's a shampoo, whether it's a styling product, work with it, try it, create a different texture in your hair, use another product, because our brand's not about one product, which is Miracle Hair Treatment. We have a whole range of styling products. So try them. Create different textures in your hair, whether you want something gritty, whether you want volume, whether you want smooth and shiny. There is a different product for all your hair needs.
And then just help our listeners out, Joey. So where is the best place for our listeners to get a hold of your product?
So we're a global brand now. So you can find us in salons around the globe. You can find us on Amazon. You'll see us in some retail stores. Just go on our website, 11australia.com. Simple and easy. Get on the website and have fun. Create a different look. Try something different. I think it's important. Like I said earlier, it's so easy to get stuck in your ways and stick to what you know.
I agree. Now we're going to try some new hair things.
And I'm going to go wash my face this afternoon.
Wash your face at night.
Because now I'm looking at the screen, I'm starting to get a bit shiny now. I think you guys have put the karma on me.
All right, well, thank you, Joey.
We had so much fun.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the Vegemite and the Tim Tams.
Oh, yeah, let's go do a Tim Tam slam.